Crypto Hotep here with another trading video. This video is going to be an update on my spot altcoin portfolio that I'm trading with Coinbase. Now, I don't want to get it confused that with my involvement in crypto, I have a spot trading altcoin portfolio. There's no leverage with this. And I also have a HODL or a DCA portfolio. And that DCA portfolio, it invests into 4 coins only every single week. And those coins are BTC, ETH, Aave, and Chainlink. And that's it. And that's because I don't really care about holding those coins, and I don't, and my price targets for those coins are so far out that I'll be holding that bag for years to come. The difference is with the spot altcoin portfolio is I have a direct target and also entry that I'm looking to buy at, where those DCAs, they just are on cruise control and I buy every week into those. So the spot altcoin portfolio is more of an active trading portfolio. And that's the difference with those. And I've always wondered that because I've always seen crypto traders have an investing portfolio and then a trading portfolio, and I never understood the differences until I wound up getting knee deep into this kind of trading and financial game, and then I understood. So before we jump into this, guys, again, shout outs to Coinbase, the gold exchange. I've been investing with them for crypto for over 5 years, since 2020, and continue to do so. If you want to support the channel, support me, use the link in the description and tie your account to the link. It helps me out because when Coinbase, whenever you trade on Coinbase, they will charge you a fee, a slight fee. And if you use the link, basically a portion of that fee is then paid to me. So you don't have to send me any Bitcoin, any ETH. You don't have to open your wallet, nothing. But use that link. Even if you don't have an account, use that link as well. And what we'll do is we'll go through the spot altcoin portfolio and then how the coins and trades are doing, and then what my thought process is during these trades. Because again, my trading is more of long-term position trading. It's not necessarily investing, even though I am holding these coins for months on end. It's not necessarily investing though, because I have a distinct target that I want to get out at, and we'll go over that. So before we jump into the updated portfolio, well, not last week, but 2 weeks ago when I made this video, we were down a negative 25% month to date on our spot altcoin portfolio. That's because there was a recent dip in the market, everything tanked, and you can see Aerodrome, we were down, 24-hour change was down over 23%. Everything was just bleeding out here. So now let's go to this week. It's a little bit better. You know, we're still not there, but a little bit better. We're down a negative 9.22% month to date. 3 months, we're in the green finally at 2.31%. 6 months, we're up 93%. And then 1 year return to date up over 200%. Okay, so as with 2 weeks ago, USDC is making up a bulk of my portfolio. We actually added more USDC as well. And again, with Coinbase, you'll earn that. I think now it's 3.8% or so on your USDC that's just kind of lying around here. And I always want to keep that USDC because we want to have dry powder just for these dips, but we don't want to buy just blindly into these dips. And again, we'll go through the charts and we'll show you what I'm talking about. Aerodrome is next. Aerodrome makes up the next portion of my portfolio. Why? Because it's the best performing asset as of right now. The base token's up over 35.5% here. And then Uniswap down over 13%. C is down over 12%, but I feel really good about Uniswap and C, as well as Near Protocol and Graph. But Graph is really the laggard of the bunch here. So we'll jump into the charts here. Let's see what my thought process is here. So we'll go to Aerodrome first. So if we look at Aerodrome, We started buying Aerodrome in May, and we bought at a pretty good level. This was a pretty good level, and the reason I bought this was because the downtrend broke on this candle, and this was a very sought after level from traders because you could see, based on my ruling, based on my trading ruling, we had bullish pressure to the upside. This left a weekly demand area as well as liquidity in this area. And we saw that price not only came below this area, but then reclaimed it. So once it reclaimed it and I saw bullish pressure going up, I placed immediate buys here for Aerodrome. Now, we do, if you're unfamiliar with the way I trade, again, this is a position trading, so I'm building positions and I'm not going full port, or I'm not going all in on these trades in one buy. I'm kind of quartering out, or I'm I have a distinct amount that I want to spend on each coin, and then I'm dividing that by fours or by fives, and each buy is very strategic in how I place it, and that's how I build my position up. So with this, the reason I bought all these is because we saw this bullish pressure in the weekly demand area. We were still below RSI, and we had swept liquidity here, and then I bought more as well. So here we have Aerodrome getting caught at about $1.50, which makes sense. That's a psychological level, and you can see price coming back down. Well, based on my trading, and again based on the Heikin-Ashi chart candlesticks that I use, this area here produced a bullish move to the upside, where it created this weekly demand area here. So now price is down in your weekly demand area, but we have yet to see buyers except for this week. Now buyers have stepped in. You can see buyers. This candle, even though it's white, this candle is green. It signifies buyers stepping in. But if you look here, we still have 4 days, almost 5 days left in the weekly cycle. So we're going to wait. And that's another thing with my trading strategy. We do have to wait, unfortunately. And I would rather see this candle hold in around Saturday, maybe late Saturday, early Sunday morning, and I'll place a buy then. But until then, I'm just going to wait. Just going to wait and see. Okay. Let's go to C. C was very good. This was a little bit different than AERO though. So C, we bought again. Price broke down, right? So price broke above that or out of that downtrend. So we started buying, and then price came down to retest. It retested it and then pushed up. So we bought that. We bought on the strength of price into there. And then it kind of got caught right here at around 35 cents or so, which is fine. This looked like accumulation to me. So price was kind of ranging and just kind of staying real close by. So I don't mind buying those areas. I don't mind buying tight areas. So I'll buy that. And I did. I placed a buy right there, right here around September. But accumulation collapsed, and now we're back into this weekly mitigated area. Well, guess what? Because we quartered or 5 buys our crypto out, now we still have some dry powder left, and we will be buying some more C down here as well. But again, we have to see buyers. This is still a black candle or a red candle here, so buyers have not stepped in as of yet. It's very tempting, but you got to be very disciplined with your trading rules. Okay, let's go to Uniswap. Uniswap, very similar here, but we can see a bunch of patterns. So we can see a downtrend, right? So downtrend, break all the way to 18, downtrend, break, but it stopped. And now we have a retest back in your weekly mitigated area, which is held up. This weekly area is, I would say it's around $6.25. It's right here. It held up right here. And then this was the beginning right here. So we're looking at a retest. There looks like a little doji is popping off right here at this level, right here. But again, it hasn't produced any buyers yet. I don't see a white candle or a quote unquote green candle. And I don't see a break in this downward trend channel yet. What I think or what I hope will happen is price maybe does something like this and maybe base out and then break out very violently to the upside to around $16 to $18, completely bypassing this area here. That's what I think is going to happen. If we look back at around March 2024, you can see that this is what, or not March 2024, I'm sorry, but June 2024, you can see that this is what happened. Price got caught at $11, which it is right now. It came down, which it is right now, in this weekly mitigated area, which it is right now, and then broke right here to $18. So I think, again, this time, quote unquote, this time is different. We'll see. But I think history will rhyme. It doesn't repeat itself, but it will rhyme. The graph, I really want graph to pump. Graph is a very good token. It's an indexing protocol. If you're not familiar, I really like investing into the graph because it legit has a use case in the blockchain. Decentralized querying, indexing is very much a thing. Think of like Google, where it indexes all this information so you can easily find it. That's what the graph does with subgraphs and those type of things. And I understood that. So, and it was at a fantastic price, again, below the 50 RSI, right? This was a weekly mitigated demand area. And as you can see, I bought a lot right here, thinking that it was going to go up from right at this level to 30 cents. It did not. It started breaking down, and then I bought one more because it did show some buyers were stepping in here, and this weekly level hadn't collapsed. Well, it collapsed again. So, or not again, but it did collapse, and it came into, I would say, the last barrier of entry right here for the graph, which is around 5 cents or so right here. This level has not been reached since 2022. So again, we're on 2022 levels for the graph, and this is what I'm thinking. Again, very similar to Uniswap, right? So we have a basing. Hopefully we get some basing. As of yet, we still haven't seen buyers step in to buy graph. Not at 6 cents here. They haven't seen it. This is still a red candle. But what I'm hoping is we get some basing, and then we break out violently to the upside, completely bypass this area, and then maybe play around in this weekly mitigated key level, only to retest and then go higher. That's what I'm thinking. And when I zoom out just a little bit more, that looks like that could happen here. It doesn't look implausible right here. Okay, last but not least, let's go to near. Near still looks fantastic to me. This is one of the only altcoin charts that I actually like. The graph chart, it looks okay, right? There's a lot of hopium with the graph chart, but near looks actually pretty good. Why? Well, it broke this downtrend, right? So it broke this downtrend in May, right here, and it's just been in this accumulation box, and it hasn't broken yet. And that's the biggest thing. It's been an accumulation box here, this blue box. In addition to that, that accumulation box has also generated a weekly demand area, and it's held. It's held nicely. I believe that's around say $2.20 level. This level is held very nicely. So it's just accumulating back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And that's all it's doing. So again, I would like to see buyers come in. I'll buy some more near in this level all day. This box right here for near, I'll buy all day, and I'll ride this all the way to around $7.50. Again, that's almost a 200% gain on a coin. And again, remember, if you're looking at RSI, RSI is still below the 50, so it's still a good place to buy alts and buy spot here. Okay. And then last but not least, we'll just go to that total 3 market here very quickly. Another reason why I'm very bullish, just the price action you see for a total 3 market here, which is altcoins. You see this break above. Price has not collapsed yet. Even after that liquidity move a couple weeks ago, price has not collapsed below that or even trended below. This level, this $1 trillion level, which is a huge psychological level, has held strongly. So that's why I'm bullish still. But as always, guys, if these videos are helpful, feel free to like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you think. Share the video. And as always, guys, thank you and happy trading.